As the president leaves and heads to Scotland to be able to hang out with other world leaders, I'm sure the topic of conversation is going to be how high the energy prices have become in Europe at this point. As European leaders gather together to drink champagne and eat caviar and to chit-chat about the future of the world, what's happening back at home, both in the United States and in Europe and in multiple other spots, are rapidly advancing prices for energy. What we're seeing in Oklahoma is more than a dollar a gallon increase for gasoline. That hits home. The typical truck is costing about $30 more per fill-up just to be able to fill up now than what they were just a few months ago. Home heating costs with the price of natural gas is dramatically increasing. Now, for states like mine that produce a lot of natural gas and a lot of crude oil, you would think, well, you'd be excited about it. Well, I would tell you there's a lot of production that's coming back online and some jobs that are coming back in, and we're grateful to be able to see that. But they're also families as well, and they're also consumers as well. And even those in the energy market will tell you there is a price that's a better price point to be able to actually do production and to not hurt the consumers the same way, and we're well in excess of that right now. Cause of that's pretty straightforward. The Biden policies that he's put in place and the continual challenge on the capital markets to literally threaten out companies and banks to say, if you do loans of these, we can't tell you how the permitting is going to go. They're literally scaring capital away from pipeline projects, investment projects, additional drilling, while he does his green energy bit to say we won't produce it here in the United States so we can show a better green energy score in the United States, but he'll quietly go to Russia and to OPEC and to say we want you to produce more to bring the price down, but we want to still show the world, quote unquote, we're leading by producing less here. That's absurd, and our consumers are feeling it. For the folks that are driving their vehicles, for the folks that just want to be able to get to work back and forth, get to school back and forth, and not have their pocketbooks hurt even more, they want policies in place that will, yes, focus on the future of how we're going to be good stewards of the world that God gave us, but they also want to know how am I going to be able to feed my family and how I'm going to be able to get back to work without having to be able to cut back even more on this. That's what we need to be in dialogue about. Currently, we've got a crisis on our southern border. We've got problems with Afghanistan and all the debris field that is around that at this point. There's so many different issues with the vaccine mandates, and in the middle of all this crisis here, he's taken off and heading to Scotland, and I'm afraid we'll bring back another crisis when he returns back in a few days.